fitness has tapered a little bit.
Like Ironman. Like I've always looked at Ironman as this sort of halo. Yeah, and the other big life update, which I'm going to share in this video, for me, it looks like... Hello guys, so welcome back to the channel. So this week I'm just going to take you through a little bit of a vlog, training week in the life, etc., what we get up to. So I just started this morning off with some Spanish lessons, which I've been doing for a few weeks now actually, and it's going really well. I'm happy with my progress. And I don't really talk about this much, but alongside being an amateur endurance athlete, I do content creation work for brands. So this morning we've just been editing some pieces of content for some brands, which is fun. And the rest of the day we have, we have an upper body workout on today. So we'll see if we can get some clips from that, but I'll catch you then. Upper body done, into a sauna session. Good stuff. Alright guys, so I've just finished up with my second swim of the week. This was more of an endurance-based swim. It was the sixth session actually. I think it was about 1.2k or 1.3. I'll put the stats on the screen, Strava. But so it was my second swim of the week. The first one, which I did a couple of days ago, was absolutely terrible. It just wasn't... madness there. It just wasn't a good session. But this session today ended up being rather interesting because it was about 26 minutes into the session, and then I don't know if you've ever had this before, where like there's a what they call a boom, and they move it at like different points in the day, where it goes from a 25 meter to a 50 meter. And the pool I'm swimming at, I've never I've never had that happen before, where like it goes from a 25 to a 50. So they get you to get out of the pool and wait like 10 minutes, which is a ball egg. But anyway, and then you go back in, and then my session was just, I don't know, like actually felt better swimming in 50 meter pool rather than in the 25. Like my session got better, which was just strange. But getting stronger with swimming overall, it's going really well actually. It was actually probably better because I'm getting more distance in, so that's getting me closer to that 70.3 distance. But yeah, refuel time.
Okay, let it be known, I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the holy key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Maybe this cold and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke. I seen it way before it ever happened, he gave me the view. I had to put in my time on the TV, it coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience. You gotta get up and do what it do. So complicated, homie, it's you. Always gonna wait until you in the mood. I've been running, came out gunning, stopped the fronting on your word. It's what you hear, not what you heard. I'ma hate on every verb. I'ma show you what it's worth. Every day I'm on the earth till they put me in the dirt. I'ma get into it first. Said I'ma get into it first.
Alright guys, so I'm on a 7k run, relatively easy pace. Definitely my running fitness has tapered a little bit, just due to having more emphasis on the bike and the swim, for sure. But still averaging like 1 or 2 a week, probably realistically 1 sometimes, but looking to taper that back up as we go on. But yeah, let's go. Right, okay guys, so just finished up with a big training week. It's Sunday. We finished 2 runs, 2 bikes, upper body session, lower body session, and 2 swims. So it's a lot of volume, but I'm really enjoying the journey towards my first triathlon in an Ironman 70.3. So as you can tell in this title, I probably teased a little bit about updates, just like myself and my athletic endeavors, etc. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about that at the end of this video. So for me, it's always been like a dream to compete in some kind of athletic arena. I did a lot of sports as a kid. I actually swam a lot as a kid, early teenager, and then sort of stopped that sort of around that sort of high school period, and then sort of never really got back into it until recently. Yeah, always played sports, was really good at basketball, loved football or soccer, depending on where you're from, but was never good at it. But yeah, always really active, really sporty as a kid. So it's always been my dream to compete in some kind of athletic arena. And I think I've recently in the past few months sort of exploring like triathlon training, so the swim, bike and the run. It's all disciplines that I feel I'm quite strong in and can improve at over like a long period of time. So for me, like, and also like Ironman, like I've always looked at Ironman as this sort of halo pinnacle product, if you will, or pinnacle experience of triathlon. So for me, that's something that I've always wanted to do. And so this year I've actually committed to doing that for myself, which obviously in this journey, if you're following, massively appreciate the support. But yeah, so the aim is to do an Ironman, like a full Ironman. That probably won't be this year. That will probably be a 2026 adventure. But for me, to get into my first triathlon, and I want it to be an Ironman 70.3. And I think for me, there's just something about obviously there's so many you can choose from all over the world, but for me, definitely the race in Langkawi, which is an island just off the coast of Malaysia. It's so beautiful. I've never been there, but like it looks so beautiful. Like I've always just looked at it like at that race and gone, that'd be really cool to do. It's quite a challenging course. Obviously you've got the humidity, the heat of being in that part of Asia, so it's really hot, which is different. Like the swim is not a English. Swimsuit. Oh, what am I saying? Wetsuit swim came to me. Yeah, so that will be really interesting, and that's in, I think it's on the 1st of November, if I've got my dates correct. So that is something I'm training towards. Just self-coached at the moment. I'm not working with a coach. I probably will work with a coach maybe sort of 3 months out to go into like a proper 12-week block, just to make sure I'm dialing it in correctly. But for now, it's just about just getting the miles in, if you will, in like all areas, like getting a lot more experience back on the bike. Obviously I used to like ride bikes as a kid heaps. I haven't done it for a few years, to be fair. So it was easy to get back into. It's like swimming, like learning to ride a bike. You don't lose that skill, I don't think, over time. You just get back into it. But yeah, and the other big life update, which I'm gonna share in this video, for me, like I've always wanted to live, it's been like a lifelong dream to like live in Europe and like live and work in Europe for a period of time. And I'm in my mid-20s, so I thought, you know what, now it feels like the right time to do that, and the opportunities are kind of lining up for that to happen. So yeah, obviously from Australia, the opportunity sometimes can be a little bit limited in terms of, not to say there isn't opportunities, and of course there is, but so there's like a whole world out there, and I think sometimes people, they feel like they have to stay in the place they were born and like they can't explore further afield, like living or whatever else. But for me, I've always wanted to live in Europe. Yeah, just for a period of time, just to see how it is. And if I can do that, like being an athlete, that would be the ultimate dream. 100% something that like I've always wanted. And for me, it looks like London is going to be that place. I'm obviously half English and then other half Italian and a bit Dutch. So that's like my background. But anyway, I've always just like really vibed with the London culture. Like I'm a massive Arsenal fan, shout out the Gunners. Like, yeah, being able to watch their games at the Emirates. And like, that's just one part of like UK culture that I really vibe with. I know quite a few people out there that I've met through social media and just in person. So that's really cool. A lot of the brands that I would like to work with one day, people that I know from those brands, a lot of them are based out of London. It's sort of a hub in Europe where people do business, especially in the social media, athlete kind of world, and Europe as well. You've got Europe right on your doorstep. So, you know, weekend trips to Spain for cycling or pop over to Italy or Portugal, like wherever, right? That's like the dream. So that's why London is probably going to be my base. It's quite exciting for me actually to be able to do this. It's something that I feel like I've manifested in my mind like since I was 18. So that is like, that's so cool for me to be able to actually like fulfill that dream of living in a different place, because it's very different to Australia. Like, don't get me wrong, like Australia is great, but I do think if you want to broaden your horizons and sort of reach your full potential, you do need to break away from that to an extent if you want to sort of really become I don't know what the word is, like a worldly person, or like someone who has like it just with what I want to do with my career, like as an amateur athlete, is be able to travel and go to cool places. But for me, yeah, there's just something about London that I know people will bash London like, oh, the weather's terrible and this, that and the other. But for me, it has like a really good vibe about it. Obviously, like having a Euro summer is part of that as well. So wheels are in motion for the likely move to London, which is really exciting. Yeah, I'm just excited, to be honest, to be able to do this. It's something I've always, like, I feel like I've manifested it for years at this point. So yeah, probably going to sign up to a couple of events, maybe running events, sprint distance triathlons, maybe, I'm not sure, throughout the year. So that's cool. That's exciting. And then training for the 70.3 in Langkawi, which is in November, 1st of November. So it's all happening, to be honest, and it's really exciting. Yeah, I feel like I've worked towards this moment for quite some time. So yeah, really exciting. I'll also keep you guys updated as things progress. Yeah, I don't have exact dates or anything like that yet, but it's all, you know, because obviously there's all paperwork and things you have to do. There's a whole process. Yeah, so I appreciate you if you follow along with this journey. Subscribe to the channel, see what we get up to, this athlete triathlon journey. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Peace.